Hello, ladies and nerds. Welcome to the FBA, the Film Buffs Anonymous, where no film will be safe. We're back. It's the first show of 2016.
All right.
Everyone,
All right.
what's
Okay.
your name, girl? What's your sign? Man, you must be about your mind. I'm sorry, I just love that part.
I know. All right. Okay. So I'm Chema.
I'm Eddie.
We are the Film Buffs
Buffs
Anonymous,
Anonymous.
where no film will be safe, and this
Ever.
is ever first show of 2016. Great to be back. Just
You
great
came
to
back
be
from Mexico. You weren't shot and killed.
I was
anyway.
not shot and killed, which is awesome. So we're back.
Yes.
We're here. We're gonna give you the greatest and latest news of the world of cinema. Now, it's almost February, so it makes sense that we talk about our favorite movies of last year
Yes.
and our
yes, we will.
worst. So
We'll be starting with our worst. These are our top 10 worst
Yes.
films of 2015.
yeah, a little late, but they had to be crafted because shit takes a while to shape.
Well, also, I had to take the time and watch all the films that came out in December, because fucking December, I think, had more films released than any other month of this year.
The entertaining ones, at least.
I'd argue that, but we'll get to that later.
We have, first of all, some, not ground rules, but like disclaimers.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we didn't see every movie in 2015, so if your favorite movie is not here, maybe we just didn't see it.
Eat a dick.
Second, this is our list, not what we consider the worst or the best. Like, what for us, the movies that we hated the most and the movies that we liked the most.
Basically, this is our opinion, and if you don't agree, that's okay, but if you don't like it, again, eat a dick.
Yeah, basically what we hope we take for it is the worst movies to never see them, and the best ones too. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. They're pretty good.
Yeah. By the way, I guarantee you will disagree with at least some on my list. I don't know about yours. Bear in mind, though, these are what we consider the worst, and we'll be reasoning out why. Like,
Yeah.
Hear us out, ladies and gentlemen. Before you hate us or crucify us. By the way, he is technically here on a student visa, so if you really did want to fuck with us, one good call to immigration is all it would take.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome, my friend.
Why don't you start?
Oh, I gotta start. Why? Because I'm Mexican?
Well, I am Mexican. You're not. You fake Mexican. Because you started the first one, I started the second one. It's fair that you start this one.
Fair enough. All right. So number...
Worst, right?
Yes, worst.
yeah.
Top 10 worst. Okay. My number 10 worst is The Transporter Refueled.
You saw it?
I regrettably saw it. My sister wanted to, so we bought it at home for $6.
Yeah.
What a conniving pile of crap that film was. The action sequences are so... Every single action sequence is in slow motion.
So they Michael
make-
Bay it.
Yeah, to make it seem a little longer. And it's just the story is so convoluted and horrible. And Jason Statham, he was a great transporter.
It's the role that people know him from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you going to reboot this thing, 5 years after the last one? Not even, 4 years?
Not even, yeah. I think
Actually-
it was, 2009 maybe was the last one?
Transporter
3?
3.
Yeah, that was in 2008.
2008,
It's
yeah.
not that long. Yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck are you gonna restart a franchise, 8 years later? And that's because they're not even using the good guy.
Yeah.
So fuck the Transporter, refueled.
All right. You started off as well. My number 10, here's the thing. I struggled to make this list because I didn't saw that many shit bombs this year, which is good. But so I decided, so when I was making the list, I said, okay, I'm gonna do 10 spots are never important.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, this movie. So my number 10 is not particularly bad, but I put it on this list simply because it put me to sleep. And when a movie makes you go to sleep in the theater,
It's horrible.
no, it's not a horror movie, but it's just it did nothing for me, and I'm definitely gonna cause some controversy. But number 10 is Jurassic World. I am sorry, but it's just it did nothing for me. I know, and it's not bad. It just exists. It's just a piece in time and space. It's a chicken head. It doesn't move. It's just there, standing there. I agree, and it's entertaining in some scenes, especially the final scene. But I mostly put this movie just to fill the spot. It's not bad, but it's nothing to write home about, in my opinion. I know a lot of people loved it, and it made a shitload of money, but it's just there, in my opinion. It's a blob. It's a blob that is just there. So Jurassic World is my number 10.
Wow. All right, fine.
That is as worse as it gets, honestly.
Wow.
So go, number 9.
Wait, real quick. Honorable mention. One of mine was Pitch Perfect 2. Just real quick. The reason why Pitch Perfect 2 is my honorable mention for bad movie, let's be honest. Anyone who saw this film knows that the Bellas should have lost that last fight. I am sorry, but that pisses me off. The German team should have won that. I don't care if they're going for a rocky ending and like the good team actually wins, but you know the other team, we did it. We still tried our best, guys, so we still kind of win. No, fuck you, Bellas. The German team won. Fall Out Boy kicks the shit out of your original heartfelt stuff with Robin Roberts fucking making a cameo. Anyway, number 9.
Anna Kendrick, call me. Go.
You can call him. No, she's pretty. I'm not knocking her. Okay, Cinderella.
Really?
Yes.
I've heard it was good.
Here's why, and you're gonna find this is a very common trope in my list of top 10 worst films.
Yeah.
Because it had so much potential.
Okay.
And I think in some areas it delivered, in other areas it just fell so short, and it did nothing to change the original story, which is very, I guess you can say, anti-feminist. I'm not a feminist in my personal opinion, but there's some.
Keep going.
She is.
Fuck you. Keep going.
What's called? Okay, my problem with this film was really the ending where she forgave the godmother, like preaching forgiveness above hate. Where's the backbone? I'm sorry, I did not like this film. Did I find the film entertaining to a certain degree? Yeah, it wasn't bad by any means. This film is on this list because I think it could have been better, and that's going to be a common thing on my list. I listed a lot of films that could have been so much better.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Cinderella, my number 9.
All right.
All right, ma'am, your turn.
All right, my number 9. Sorry, I have my list right here. Sorry, Gmail is fucking up. All right. My number 9 is a movie that it's, I don't know if you noticed, but this year we had a lot of sequels.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And this was not a sequel that I was expecting or at all prepared for. And was it entertaining at some parts? Yes, but only some parts. And that is a sin that I cannot forgive when a movie it's about action and it's boring as hell. It's confusing, it's convoluted, and I don't care for it. And that movie is Terminator Genisys Smith. It is, oh my God. I mean, what the fuck was his name? Jai Courtney is the Fetch of Hollywood.
The Fetch?
The Fetch. They need to stop trying to make it happen. You get me? Okay. Stay with me. It is bad. It's confusing. It fucked itself up with its own trailer. And, when you get Matt Smith, who just fresh off Doctor Who, to have 2 lines in your movie and doing fucking nothing, you're doing it wrong. Also, your title has a typo. That's it.
It's actually done on purpose, but all right.
I know it's done on purpose, but it's bad. All right, so Terminator Genisys Smith. I refuse to call it by its real stupid name. So
Terminator Genisys?
Genisys Smith.
Genisys.
Jenny Isis.
I bet you if Arnold was here, you wouldn't be complaining that much.
I think even Arnold knows he fucks up. But okay, I will say this: Arnold is the best part of that movie.
I can defend Terminator, but wait, am I gonna have to defend Terminator? Okay, no, it is. I'm gonna have to defend it later.
It's on your okay.
Shut up. All right, my number 8 is a film I don't think a lot of people watched. Thank God, The Vatican Tapes. Again, this is a film where I feel it had so much potential and it was leading pretty well, and it just dropped the fucking ball so hard. The Vatican Tapes is so boring and it drags, and all the scary parts. Yeah. It's basically like they took the best parts of Paranormal Activities 1, 2, and 3, and they took a scary scene from this movie and a scary scene from that movie and this trope, and they just like copy and pasted it. It did nothing new. It didn't help anything at all. It was horribly forgettable. The acting was sci-fi bad. Like sci-fi films.
Like Sci-Fi Channel?
Yeah.
Bad?
Yeah.
Shit.
The Vatican Tapes would have been a decent Sci-Fi Channel film. And the fact that this film was released widely to other
Sorry,
people.
I'm sexting.
It's all good. The fact that the film was released to human beings is a goddamn mistake. I'm sorry. The Vatican Tapes, not worthy of the name. They could have done so much more.
You might say it was a sin to release this movie. All right.
And we're back. He lost.
It's usual. I missed that. Okay.
Oh, and here's one more thing that kind of pissed me off about it. It had like a world like the world will end if we don't do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is done way too fucking often in movies nowadays.
Yeah.
Every film is always either we do this or the world ends. Calm the fuck down, all right? When that whole idea, that whole concept was saved for like 3 films per year, that was awesome. 'Cause it was like, shit is in the balance. Nowadays, the Lego fucking movie, it's either we do this or the world's fucked.
Yeah, but you saw the ending. I mean, it was
No,
not spoiler, but not real. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I'm just saying like that concept in general is so overused. Calm the fuck down. And I think Marvel kind of started it.
No,
'Cause
I'm pretty sure it's been around since the beginning of time.
No, but I mean like oversaturating the market with world-ending films. Like either we do this or the world's fucked.
Okay.
Because every Marvel film is like that. For God's sakes, get personal.
All right.
Sorry.
So, Vatican Tapes.
Vatican Tapes, my number 8, which holds a 21% on Rotten Tomato.
Beautiful. Okay, my number 8 is okay. This movie was not made for me, but it sucked, and I don't feel bad about saying it. It's Home, the DreamWorks movie. Here's the thing. I used to really like The Big Bang Theory, and then I stopped liking it because it stopped being my thing. But
Sheldon had sex.
yeah, I know. Like, I still see it sometimes, but like,
Dude, that episode's fucking hilarious.
maybe I'll try it again. But the thing is, what was his name?
Sheldon?
No, but the guy who plays Sheldon.
Oh, no idea.
His name is like Jim Parsons. Jim Parsons plays this purple alien, and
Jim Parsons.
he has such an annoying voice. Not only the voice, but it's also the way it talks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he changes some letters for other ones, like in order to make like the language like more original for the aliens. And his character is annoying, and it starts with, "Oh, I'm so annoying, and no one wants to hang out with me." Well, yeah, shit, you're fucking annoying. And so, well, I don't care.
You're a mean person.
I'm not a mean person, but like, well, that's the thing. That movie's so bad, it put me in a bad place, and so it made me be mean. I'm never mean. It made me be mean. So he falls to Earth. He finds this little girl, and they become friends. And at first, and it's the classic story. She doesn't like him. She tries to get rid of him, but they become friends. Blah blah blah. It's nothing to write home about. And also the film. Also, I don't care. And also the film was filled with Rihanna songs. Mm-hmm. And while watching the movie, I was like, okay, this is weird. There's a lot of Rihanna song. And the movie ends, and then the credits start, and then Rihanna voiced the little girl. So I was like, oh, I get it. This was what's it called? A passion project
For Rihanna?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, because like it was ridiculous. So
they probably just got Rihanna to do it to try and like make her like that way the little girls will love Rihanna music and then they'll start becoming sluts.
Well,
I won't let my daughter.
I'll just say this. I didn't say it. He did. The movie is it's boring. It's boring and nothing to write home about. It's nothing but shiny imagery for your child to be entertained for a couple hours.
Basically, a film that you put in front of your kid to shut them up for a while.
Yes, and kids deserve better, honestly. So that's it. That's my number 8, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. 8 is Home.
All right. This film did technically come out in 2015, although it's weird because it released some places in 2014, but it released massively in 2015. So bear with me. Seventh Son. This film had
Tom Hardy was in it, right?
Was Tom Hardy in it? Seventh Son?
Oh no, wait, no, that's Child 44.
No, that's Jeff.
I confused it.
That's Jeff Bridges and Lamar. Okay.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, this film had a trailer in 2013. This film had a trailer over a year before the film came out because of how much special effects they were going to do and all the reshoots, and then they had to push it back because they wanted to add more effects. What the fuck? When you have this long to work on a film, and it's a pretty decent idea, you know, the seventh son of the seventh son. Is the one that has to fight to save the world. Again, the whole saving the world thing. It's a supernatural film. It's a good concept on paper. Again, they couldn't fucking deliver. You have Jeff Daniels, Julianne Moore.
Jeff Daniels?
Yeah, Jeff Daniels. No, sorry, Jeff Bridges. My mistake. Jeff Bridges.
Not even the power of the dude can save this movie.
Hell no. Dude, he was phoning it in. This was like R.I.P.D. bad.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Just, oh, god damn it. And it holds an impressive 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. So you'll know that this thing sucks. And it's just, let's see this. It's like it's trying to be like a samurai version of Lord of the Rings, but it has so many tropes that have been used over and over and over again. The one positive thing I can say about this movie is Julianne Moore, not bad.
Well, gonna cut that out. I always expect good from her.
Yeah.
So she always delivers.
Oh, no. When I say not bad Julianne Moore, I mean the way she looks in the film.
Oh.
Her acting, she mails it into.
Oh.
She fucking wrote a letter and mailed that shit in. It's not even phoned in, it's fucking lettered in.
Did you saw Don John?
I didn't saw Don John. I'm kidding, I saw Don John.
Well, do you remember Julianne Moore in that movie?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually think that film is horrendously underrated, but I can't really fight for a film that promotes pornography. Like, he doesn't promote it, but...
Celebrates it?
Yeah.
Would be the correct word?
Yeah, it's hard to fight for a film that's actually a lot much better than what you expect.
Yeah.
Because Don John was shockingly good.
Yeah.
But it's hard to fight for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So-
We got a little out of topic, but you gave me the perfect.
Slide in?
Yeah, because speaking of porn, fuck this movie. 50 Shades of Grey is my number 7.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Okay. So 50 Shades of Grey is my number 7, and holy shit, what a boring pile of what my friend Christian would call garbage. It is boring. It's unfun. It's wholly unerotic. It is. Oh my god! I mean, this movie was fucking everywhere, and I, as a person who read the book and hated it, I knew that it was gonna be bad. There was no possible way or universe in which, well, fuck Rotten Tomatoes. There's no possible way that this movie could succeed in any way. If this movie made you come, and I'm sorry for using that word, but if it did, then you need to like do something about that, because this movie's bad.
To quote Watch Mojo, 50 Shades of Grey was basically, an excuse for middle-aged women to go watch BDSM on the big screen. Which is not fair, because they're never going to show like a big porno in like Cinemark. That's not fair. Why do women get 50 Shades of Grey but we can't watch, I don't know, what's popular nowadays?
We have Transformers, man.
That's man porn?
Yeah. It's the equal. And we're no better. So, first of all, we're no better. Second, it's part on the pun, but again, fuck this movie. Number 7, 50 Shades of Grey.
Fair enough. Which, by the way, my number 7 was Seventh Son, so I forgot to use that pun.
Nice.
Damn. Okay.
Number 6.
You know what a piece of shit this is. The Boy Next Door.
Oh, good! Fuck that movie.
Dude, hold on. The Boy... I'm going to look it up right now just to see how bad it is. The Boy Next Door.
10%!
Wow, dude, my choices
Fuck you, Jello!
My choices keep getting worse and worse. Damn. I wonder if they get worse still. Okay,
yeah. Keep going.
Okay, the thing about The Boy Next Door...
You
know what? It's so horrible. And saying it sucks doesn't do it justice, just because this film is such a bore and it's so out of date. And how the fuck is it that the adult seduces the 18-year-old and he is still the bad guy? This is the ultimate, like, blaming the victim kind of way. If we follow society's rules, if that was a 40-year-old man seducing an 18-year-old girl, what would we all say? Fuck that guy. In this film, fuck that guy. The 18-year-old kid who's going to make decisions that aren't exactly intelligent. I mean...
What 18-year-old does smart decisions?
Yes.
None of them.
None of us do, unless you're a freak.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay, so one, they victimize the victim, legally the fucking victim. It's ridiculous. Do you remember that one part where he's like, hey, I got you a present? She's like, oh, it's a book. Oh, the Odyssey. I love the Odyssey. Yeah, it's the first edition.
There are no first editions of the Odyssey. The first edition is a scroll lost somewhere in Greece. It's a fucking stupid thing.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like shit like this, shit like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if the director, Rob Cohen, I wonder if he's embarrassed. I wonder if he's just embarrassed. Oh, look who wrote it. Barbara Curry. Oh, I want to sleep with an 18-year-old and not feel any of the consequences. Though one good part of this whole film is when she fucking stabs him in the eye. Because you know why? That's when you knew it was fucking over. Number 6, The Boy Next Door.
Flipping all the metaphorical tables of New York City here at the FBA. All right, number 6, right?
Yep, number 6.
Number 6.
Wait,
yes.
yeah, number 6.
Number 6, this is the last movie I put on my list. And I put it like right before we made the show. Because I forgot about this movie because it's so forgettable. And that movie is Vacation. Again, what a pile of garbage. It is boring. It is, as a person who did not grow up with the original Vacation, I saw this movie as okay, let me get into it. Let me maybe the originals are funny. I hadn't seen them before seeing this one, and it's so mean-spirited. I mean, it's so bad. It's not funny. Like okay, the beginning promise because oh, it's him. You know, he's in the plane. You know, the scene starts a little bit funny, but the second it runs into the toilet humor, it runs out of any piece of creativity. This movie is boring. It's not a standout. It's nothing. The only thing that I can see people enjoying is that scene with Chris Hemsworth and his penis almost flying out of his underpants, which some people might enjoy. I not a lot, but I know there's a market for those people. And but believe me, it's not worth the admission price.
You know, I feel like if We're the Millers had been Vacation, I think it would have been better.
We're the Millers is the best version. If Vacation was extremely good, it would have been We're the Millers because it's quite similar. What if
they renamed We're the Millers and it was like Vacation?
No, because still like it loses continuity with the original ones. So
no, like as it turns out, the son didn't end up getting a wife and kid. He ended up just like fucking up and being a pot dealer, and then all of a sudden,
okay. Then I would accept it. But
fair enough.
But that movie, and this movie is a bad movie. Take a Vacation.
My number 5, and I know you hate this film. We're going to talk about this film again later.
You saw it?
I have nephews.
Oh shit.
The incredible monster that is. What does it mean when you sell something for something? Marketing campaign.
Yeah, marketing campaign.
Fucking Twinkies, fucking Tic Tacs, fucking toys, fucking Legos, fucking plush toys. Minions is my number 5. This piece of human excrement. That is Minions. When I was a kid films were not this fucking bad. All right, no, because here's the thing. It seems to be a running thing where you take a supporting character that's all right when they're a supporting character, give them their own film, and it sucks. They did this with Puss in Boots. Which Puss in Boots, the film movie, wasn't horrible.
It's all right.
It was okay.
It's forgettable. That's the only sin.
But that's because he's not annoying banana. And okay, bear in mind, you want to know the conditions in which I had to watch this film?
Yeah.
We went to Austin. I was in the back. It was the twin nephews here, my 7-year-old nephew here. These two are 3. No, these two are 2.5. This one is 7. And then the 22-year-old back here. And we watched this film total 6 fucking times.
Oh my god.
Going there 3 times, coming back 3 times. Literally, I shit you not, in the middle of the second one, I was just banging my head on the glass, kind of being like, if this window were to break right now, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. God, and a phoned-in performance from what's-her-face?
Sandra Bullock.
Yes, I mean, there's nothing about this film that's good. Oh, God. Again, another movie where it could have had potential.
Yeah.
But the Minions never spoke. Or how about this? Here's a thought. Maybe the Minions can understand themselves and you show them talking to each other in normal voices and everyone else talks weird like they do. And you realize, oh, they understand each other. We can't understand them. How about fucking that, you creative little pieces of shit? Next. How the fuck did this film break? Did this film break $1 billion?
Yes.
Did it make more than Toy Story?
It made more than Inside Out.
It made more than Toy Story. Fuck this, I quit America.
My number 5 is also Minions.
Really?
Yes. So let's.
We did not coordinate this at all.
Yeah, let's continue this fucking crap fest. It's bad. Yes, it's. There's just nothing good about it. It's exactly what I said about Home, but even worse because At least Home had one annoying character. Minions has a shitload. It's so
I just realized this. Minions is like waterboarding for the eyes, for all the senses. If they want to torture people in Iraq, just strap them down to a chair. Imagine, just strap them down to a chair, like tape their eyes open, put eye drops in them, and make them watch Minions on repeat for days.
Even just listening to the audio of this movie, it's annoying, it's boring. It's
Banana,
King Bob. I'm so sick of the marketing of this movie. I ordered shit on Amazon and the Minions were in the box.
Like they gave you free Minions?
No, like they were in the box. Like the images of the Minions were in the box. Yes, like it was ridiculous. And some people like you just said think that this movie, it had potential. It had no potential. The Minions were wearing off in Despicable Me 2, which wasn't even good to begin with.
To be fair, though, I think the reason they were wearing off in Despicable Me 2 is because they were the central of the story. I think if they had still just been supporting characters, they would have been great.
Yeah, that was a problem then. Here, it's pretty immature for your child to be entertained. And if that makes you happy, if that gives you a couple hours to sleep, good. But you're fucking your child up.
That's true. Yeah. And in about 30, 40 years, when your kids are running our nation, you're literally the fucking problem.
Yeah.
All right, next, number 4.
Number 4.
Let me look at this real quick. By the way, before we do this number 4, I'm a big fan of CinemaSins. So,
you counted the cents for this movie?
Yes. I'll count it 275 cents for this film. This piece of shit, Insurgent, the second film in the Divergent series. Somehow, this film was worse than the first. And that's because the first one, this is the climactic, like, fuck you moment. She goes, what are you? She goes, I'm divergent. That was the killer line in the first movie. This movie somehow managed to be worse. Well, what's that other line? Fear doesn't shut you down. It wakes you up. You mean like every other fucking human being when adrenaline starts going? You mean that? That? Insurgent just so bad. I counted literally 275 things wrong with it throughout the fucking film. Like, seriously. I can barely tell you the plot. All I remember is something about Triss's mom. Fucking Cheyenne Woodley's brother's a pussy in this one. Like he always is with his fucking eyebrows. Oh my god. And what's his face? Fucking the guy
Four?
from No, the other one.
Miles Teller?
Yeah, Miles Teller. Jesus, Miles Teller. I understand that you wanted some international exposure, so you did Divergent. But wouldn't it be better to just make a sex tape with Brad Pitt and stick a dildo in your ass or something? You want international exposure? Do something that literally fucks you instead of metaphorically fucking you for, 2 hours? Come on, Miles Teller, you're better than this.
You did Whiplash.
To be fair, he's on my list twice.
Ouch.
You poor fucking. That's because I like him. I really like Miles Teller. If I could recast, what's it called?
His role on.
If I could recast Miles Teller, I'd probably recast him in anything young and iconic. I'd put him in the new Harry Potter film series.
Cool.
I would put him as fucking Nightwing if I could.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, Miles Teller as Nightwing. Imagine that, dude. Just get a little more built. You're good.
All right.
And Jai Courtney's in this. Next.
That is a final, very low blow that you add to your movie. Number 4, right?
Yes.
Speaking of 4, Fan 4 Stick. I refuse to call it by its real name. Fan 4 Stick. This movie was. How do I fucking explain this movie? It is. Okay, I didn't see it in the theaters. I had finals at that time. And everyone was telling me, oh, it's bad, it's horrible. I was like, it can't be that bad. It can't be worse than Batman and Robin. It can't be the worst superhero movie ever made. It has star quality. It has a director of Chronicle in it. It's supposed to be good. And it's shit, and it's shit, and it's shit. And we're in such a great time of superhero movies, and we have to put up with this shit. I mean, when you make the original Fantastic Four look good, you're doing it wrong. This is the wrong side of the Nolanization of all things, where we have to make this dark and gritty because it worked with Batman and we have to do it with this. No, Fox, you're doing it wrong.
Suicide Squad.
What?
Suicide Squad.
What about Suicide Squad?
No, Suicide Squad is somewhat dark and Nolan-y, but they're still funny.
Yeah, but well, I don't know how you see it, but the Dark Knight trilogy was not funny at all.
Oh, no. Suicide Squad is kind of funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go.
Yeah.
We will have this discussion in a minute.
I lost my hype. Okay, okay. So fan four stick, fan go fuck yourself.
Okay, wait. You were in the middle of this. It's the bad part of Nolanizing everything.
I think this is as worse as it can get. No, you know what? Man of Steel is still the worst it can get. This is the second worst. I'm sorry, but at least this movie did not have shameless
Product placement?
That is the one thing that this movie was missing to suck more.
So you're telling me if we did a top 10 worst films of 2014, you would put Man of Steel as number 1? Or it'd be like in the bottom 3? I'm sorry.
Probably number 1, yes. I'm sorry.
I'm going to fight you later.
We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this.
I'm going to backhand you later.
Okay, so fan four stick, number 4.
Okay, here's another film that was released late 2014, early 2015, depending on where you were. You saw it in a certain time of the year. Unfriended. Unfriended has a great concept, a great idea, that again, it fucking failed to deliver. The whole concept of Unfriended is a video of a girl went online. She ended up committing suicide because it showed her, I think, shitting herself, and everyone made fun of her.
Shitting herself?
She got so blackout drunk she shit herself.
Okay, that's bad.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
And she ended up killing her. She shot herself in the head, and her spirit haunts a laptop. Her spirit haunts Skype. And the whole film takes place from this computer screen of the main girl, like the main one, and it's her Skyping with her friends. And one by one, the ghost fucks with them and pisses them off. And the whole time you can see her screen, she's on Facebook, on Omegle, trying to get people to help her, shit like that. Again, this film is bad not because it was bad. It was not a good film by any means. The problem, what I hate about this film, is the fucking potential that it could have had. Think about it. I mean, 100 years ago, if you told someone that a ghost is going to possess that box, people would say you're stupid. Nowadays, fucking evil boxes, don't touch that, man. It's possessed. So why not the same for a laptop? Why not? Why is that not possible? So I was like, I can get on board with this. I can give this a shot. The concept was pretty good. The ghost would possess them one by one and make them, like, slaughter themselves or stuff. Yeah. Just the delivery was so fucking wretched and horrible. And when it came to the money shot, the kill scenes, it was literally like frame, black, frame, black, frame, they're dead. Like, they didn't actually show you them getting murdered and massacred. Fucking shit, dude. Unfriended, my number 4. My number 3.
You said Box Ghost, and you reminded me of Danny Phantom.
Oh yeah, dude. If this movie had been Unfriended, and the killer was, I am the Box Ghost, I would have been like, I would have stood up in the theater and just clapped my ass off.
All the fucking Oscars. Okay, number 3, right?
Yep, number 3.
Number 3. Gem and the fucking holograms. Wow. Oh my god, I saw this movie because I don't have nephews, but I have cousins, and that is the worst, and that is even worse because you kind of
nieces?
Huh?
You said nephews.
Nephews, nieces.
If your nephews go to watch Gem and the holograms, you need to beat them.
I didn't say it. He said it, but I understand. Okay,
that's what I would do.
Okay. I don't have nieces or nephews because I let's not get into that. So, not a joke. Just let's get into it.
Oh, okay.
So I have cousins, and some of them happen to be female, and some of them, they're cool. They like Marvel. They like DC. They like the good parts of the Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. But some of them want to see Jen and the fucking holograms. I didn't grow up watching the cartoon, the original one, so I don't care for it. Mm-hmm. But I have no nostalgia attachment to it. And even if you had it, how do you defend this? I keep saying it's so bad, but I have no words to describe the bad movies of this year. They're just, it's horrible, pandering. It's plus 19%. Good. It deserves less than that, but good. It's not only that the characters are boring and repeated and simply just uninteresting, but also the way the film is made, it's so cheap. It's like if Ed Wood tried to make a Gem and the Holograms movie, because like it cuts to some scenes of Chris Pratt, Jimmy Fallon, Alicia Keys, and they're talking about, oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Gem and the Holograms. Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah. But turns out that those images are from, for example, there's an interview of Chris Pratt that they show in the movie, and he's like, yeah, Gem and the Holograms. Yeah, we dated. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, they do not have the budget to make that cameo. This is fake. And I found out that interview is like 3 years old, and it's him talking about the original cartoon. So like this guy just like ripped it up from YouTube and put it in his movie. Same thing with there's a scene of Alicia Keys and Jimmy Fallon singing a Gem and a Hologram song. Same, it was made years ago, and they just put it in there of them singing a song from the original cartoon. This guy didn't have permission; he just ripped it off the internet.
Did he get in trouble? Legal trouble?
Apparently he did, but dude, this so even the way it's made, it's so bad, and it's bad. I want to think of something more creative, but the movie's so uninspiring that it just takes away anything. It sucks. It's bad. And but here's one thing: if you saw the movie, stay after the credits.
Why? What happens after the credits?
Because after the credits, international sensation superstar Kesha makes a cameo.
Seriously?
Yeah, and you don't want to miss that.
No,
because
really?
like you've already been through all this shit. Why not stay with Kesha at the end of the fucking credits?
You don't like Kesha?
She's all right.
Yeah. Check it out. Alvin and the Chipmunks, the road chimp, somehow made $127 million, even competing against Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make me happy. So yeah, number 3, Gem in the fuckograms.
All right. Oh, and here's another fun fact. Apparently, they're trying to do a Kickstarter for Gem and the Holograms that would actually do it the right way. Like, apparently they promised drugs and alcohol. Like, it would be like a rated R Gem and the Holograms that would actually like show the life of a real rock star. And they're completely careening down into a spiraling death.
Here's the thing. Take all of those ideas and all those efforts and write something original instead of trying to revive wrongly whatever fuck shit thing old that it is. That's all I'm going to say about it. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Number 3, Gem and the Holograms.
Number 2, Black Mass. Again,
the first movie that was reviewed in this channel. So
yeah,
a little yeah.
Black Mass was the first review that we.
Well, the first solo review was made.
Okay.
Yeah, like on video.
What a piece of garbage! Oh God, you know, if you saw my review, you know how mad I hated this movie.
They're right here.
No, this film, it's just how. The only redeeming thing about this is Johnny Depp's performance. That's what made this film even worse, with how good he was.
Yeah.
Because it shows you the potential. But this film is just, he has no opposition. He has nothing to overcome. There is nothing for you to watch and be like, oh, he did it. No, this film is just boring and horrible. If it wasn't for Black Mass, Johnny Depp's career would probably be dead because of Mordecai, among other films, and The Lone Ranger, and other films that he's been in that bombed lately. But this film, fuck Black Mass. It's so boring. I fell asleep. I never fall asleep during movies. That's a cardinal sin for me, to fall asleep during a film. I was more interested, literally in the third act, I went to go get popcorn. That's how bad this movie was. I was like, you know what? If we're going to watch this piece of shit, we're at least going to have some good food. Popcorn. So yeah, Black Mass, my number 2. You know what? I'm going to see how bad it is. I wonder if they even give it bad ratings or not. How the fuck does it have a 75% rating on Rotten Tomato?
Well, this is the day we disagree with the critics.
Yeah, fuck Rotten Tomato.
Number 2, The Boy Next Door.
Hey!
Yes, because, okay, you put it a little bit higher, which is all right, but I haven't seen a more insulting movie to my intelligence, human existence, the English language.
On a cellular level?
And just the goodwill of some people. It is such an insulting thing to watch, to witness, and to finish. There are movies that are so bad that they're good.
Yeah.
This is a movie that's so bad that, like, please never let's talk about this again. It is an excuse for Jennifer Lopez to just like be like, oh, I'm gonna wear glasses and like, I'm gonna have sex with a younger boy, and I'm gonna steal their youth. It is just, you know what? Forget when I said that Jay Courtney was the fetch of Hollywood, because at least he looks redeemable in the Suicide Squad trailer. Jennifer Lopez is the fetch of Hollywood, in which we need to stop making her happen. Why does she keep getting roles? Why is she still releasing music? She sucks on every level. When that scene of the Odyssey scene, I have never been so insulted watching a movie, except for my number one that we're going to talk right now. But holy shit, I mean, these two are interchangeable. It is so insulting. That's the thing. It's such an insulting movie. And
You know,
yeah.
I think it's just because of her ass.
Well, fuck her. I don't give a shit about her ass.
There's a lot of people that would disagree.
Well, fuck those people too, then. I mean, there's nothing interesting about her. She's not a good actress. She's not a good singer. She's not a good anything. So, fuck that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you think, as long as it's about me. The rest of us get off on in misery. I don't care. That's Iggy Azalea slapping her ass, and I couldn't be more turned off right now.
Fair enough.
Can we continue?
Yes.
Okay. I'm cutting all that off.
I was fucking with him.
All right, just...
You're going to cut all that out?
Nah, I'm going to keep it. Okay.
Okay.
So,
We're
yeah.
back.
Boy Next Door, number 2.
All right, my number one is going to be This film pissed me off so much because the first half, I will defend the first half to the death. It was awesome. The second half, though, it's like it took my dream, took it out back, fucked it, killed it, and then took a shit on it, and then said, "You may not have it, God," and then sent the soul down hell. Fantastic Four.
Fan 4 stick.
Fantastic Four. God damn it, this film has such potential, and had great character direction in the first half of the film. It was clearly friction between Mr. Fantastic and Von Doom. Clearly some chemistry between him and Mrs. Fantastic. It just...
Kate Mara, yeah.
Yes.
If there was chemistry, I didn't see it.
In the first half, there was some chemistry, and it was like they were flirting a little bit here and there.
Oh, yeah, it was totally noticeable when they were sitting in front of each other, and she just looked at her laptop. Yeah, chemistry.
Fuck you. I can defend the first half. Plus, you also saw how best friends Ben and Reed are. Like, this film was so good, the first half. Literally, the point from the very beginning up until when they got their powers, I was like, oh, this film's awesome. As soon as they get their powers, the point in the film where everything's supposed to go up in scale, you know how it's supposed to go awesome, 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 powers, yes. This film just went, powers. Just fucking bombed. And they used the thing as a military tool. They're training them as military weapons and things like that. Money invested. Fuck, dude, this film has so much potential. And I know all the controversy surrounding the background of this film. Apparently, Miles Teller and the director almost got in a fist fight at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, this film had so much going for it, and it dropped the ball so hard. Dude, Fantastic Four. This could have been an amazing film. And it was such a wasted, talented cast. Apparently, the third act was supposed to be a lot better, but they ended up just beating him by punching him a few times.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. The worst film of 2015.
All right. Okay, rounding up number 1. This movie made me physically angry. Watching The Boy Next Door, I was angry, yes, but I was mostly angry yelling. My number 1 movie was insulting not only to the watcher, not only to anyone involved in this movie, not only to the people who this movie was based on, which it did not represent at all. It is a whitewashed version of a real event that is important to history and that was completely fucked into, let's make this profitable. The movie, my number one worst movie of 2015 is Stonewall.
What?
Have you heard of this movie?
Stonewall?
Stonewall.
Stonewall. No, never heard of it.
Stonewall is directed by the guy who made what the fuck's his name? He's Roland Emmerich, who directed that movie with Will Smith that we all talk about. I forgot his name. Anyway, so this movie is a story of the Stonewall riots, which is what many people call where Pride began. So this is when gay rights started actually being taken into consideration, and this movement was started by people of color, and other people of different of the LGBT rainbow thing, and this movie is whitewashed. They say let's fuck all these years of history and struggle, and let's put a white guy at the forefront, and it's insulting. It's so insulting to everyone who's involved in it, and also the movie itself. You can take a real life story, and you can change it up a bit and say, okay, we took this fictional thing and we added a little fiction to make it entertaining. Okay, I can roll with that maybe if it's done with respect. This is done with such little respect to the audience that it's. Even if you were not familiar with the original story, you wouldn't get anything from this because it's so poorly made, poorly executed, bad ideas with poor executions, and also the tone. It's all over the place. Like it's supposed to be an angry film. Like they're supposed to be angry because they're not being treated with respect, and it feels like they're gonna burst into song any second. It feels like it's gonna be like a musical or something, and it's so bad. It's so poorly directed. It's poorly acted. There's nothing good about it. And I'm so happy that it's really low on Rotten Tomatoes and that nobody saw this piece of shit. Except for me.
Actually, there were key news figures did ask the main actor if he felt like everything was whitewashed, and the poor kid, man, he had to try and defend himself. To anyone who's concerned about our diversity, I think we did a very good job of representing people of several races.
Well, of course he's gonna say that. He's attached to it.
Yeah, but the poor kid, like he was being slammed by so many people. Roland Emmerich.
Yeah, Roland Emmerich. He directed fucking
How the fuck does Roland Emmerich make a film about gay pride? I feel like.
Well, he's gay.
Roland Emmerich's gay?
Yeah, he's probably the most profitable gay director of all time. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Wait, so let me get this straight. He fucked up a film about gay rights, and he's gay.
Yes.
So he made Independence Day. Independence Day Resurgent, which is coming out. White House Down, not bad. Day After Tomorrow, thumbs up. Stargate, good thumbs up. Godzilla. How did he fuck this up?
Sometimes you try to be an ally and try to like represent a point of history, but he first of all he wasn't the right choice. I guess that this was his passion project. He wanted to really do this, but if you're gonna do this, do it right. Represent the people who were part of this movement, and treat the audience with respect. Two things that he did not do. So, again, I'm happy that no one saw this movie because it tanked at the box office, and that it got shitty reviews. Good, because the movie's terrible, and it is an insult to both the people it's trying to represent and the audience that it's going for.
It made $193,000.
So not even $1 million.
Dude, it didn't even make a fifth of $1 million.
Yeah, good. So
there you go.
So there you go. That's my number one. Fucking Stonewall. Fuck that movie.
Damn, you have a very clear right to hate that film. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So that was our top 10 worst.
The worst. The only thing that calms me down is that 2015 was such a good year for film that I'm gonna feel better the second we start doing our top 10. Good.
Fair enough. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in a moment to do our top 10. Yeah. You stay sexy, San Diego.
Woo!